My name is Kevin Pollard, and I am the president of Blue Pop Solutions Charitable Foundation. I'm also a former Missouri Tiger football player and Chicago Bear, and I am also a State Farm agent in St. Charles, so I am heavily rooted into Westview, and I was excited to pull off my shirt and show. So I earned this t-shirt as being a mentor in some of the programs that we support. But I earned a lot more respect as a result of supporting Westview, which is Westview Champions football program. Our foundation supports the development of student athletes, so our mission is to support, develop, mentor the personal, the academic, and the athletic career potential of student athletes. And we do that extremely well. We've done a great job with Westview. We've got a few other coaches that are here. And we're doing so well that the Suburban North Middle School program has asked me to serve as a commissioner. So I'm actively providing infrastructure development, risk mitigation issues, and we've got a lot of good programs going on. But it's kind of like I've adopted a lot of babies now. So we've got 5 football teams, Dr. Tobias, from Hazelwood that are part of the program. Then we got New City, Jimmy's, I think Normandy, and of course Weston. And I've also found a sponsor to take care of the helmets, because the helmets, you got a lot of issues, concussion issues and things like that. Half the team will be probably more than half the team will be able to play because of compliance issues with concussions. So I found out a sponsor to support that. What I want to do is I want to be able to come and present for you on the ideals that we have to support and possibly be of service to the mission. Okay? I think I've got a few numbers on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Patrick?
Now you got to do this, that's just doing the same thing.
Yeah. Just watching social and to speak outwardly.
Lack of. Block monitoring. Yeah, block monitoring. I mean, that's something we need to look into.
Everybody knows the old cliche, it takes a village to raise a child, and I think that's what we got away from. Because oftentimes you see a lot of adults around when children are misbehaving or, being disrespectful. Adults, like, it ain't my business, that's not my child, so I'm not going to say anything. And a child picks up on that really, really quick. If he's misbehaving or she's misbehaving and being disrespectful, and you as an adult does not check that child and say something to that child loses respect for you. Because he knows he's supposed to be checked. He knows he's doing something wrong, and for you not to check him, he loses a little bit of respect for you. So I think we need to get back to it takes a village to raise that child, and when that child leaves her home and goes to school, the neighbors should be watching them go to school. You know what I mean?
There should be some sort of program that allow them to go back to school and get a diploma. GEDs, they're good, but at the end of the day, when you give that information to a potential employer, we don't know how that actually affects. But I would think that if a person told me that he had a GED, personally, I think I would take the person that was educated over 4 years, opposed to one who was educated who got a certificate in 2 weeks. Just an option.
Because most of the people in the high school that get suspended, it reoccurs, and it's happened to them in middle school and elementary school. They've always been suspended before, and if our goal is to educate people, putting them out of school for more time is not going to help that. Because I don't know about other districts, but I know in this one, through observing, a lot of the kids don't want to be in school because they have no motivation, like somebody said earlier, to be in school. So their motivation is outside. So when you send them home, that's actually helping them and giving them what they want. So you're not educating them. So I just feel like an improvement we need to make is to provide an alternative disciplinary actions, for students. So.
What I'm going to do is to give you a brief picture of education in our region. But before I begin, I'd like to thank Maxine Clark from Build-A-Bear. She and her staff compiled a lot of the information from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education into a one-page sheet, and we may, with our work group, we may use that as a resource. So thank you very much, Maxine. Take a look at tonight's agenda that's on the screen. We're going to take a look at the state's accreditation levels. We're going to look at how the state classifies accreditation, and also look at the St. Louis African American student population by district. Then we're going to look at poverty research. There is an article in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch recently about poverty, and we're going to take a look at that research. It just came out. We'll also look at the regional poverty information by district, and then last, I'm going to share with you the 2014 annual performance report, which is the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education state report card. Now, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, the accreditation levels are listed on the screen. If a district earns less than 50% of the annual performance points possible, then that district is considered unaccredited. A district is considered provisionally accredited if it earned 50% or more of the annual performance points possible. A district is considered accredited if it earns 70% or more of the APR points possible. And a district is accredited with distinction if it earned 90% or more of the APR points possible. So, there are a total of 520 school districts in the state, of which 507 of those are classified as accredited. 11 school districts are classified as provisionally accredited. There's one unaccredited district, and one school district is under state review. You see an asterisk at the bottom right-hand part of the screen, which lets you know how many St. Louis area districts are provisionally accredited, unaccredited, and under state oversight. On this slide, you will see the African American student population percentage in area school districts. I'll give you a moment to view that. In 13-14 school year, more than half of U.S. public school students live in poverty. And it also gives you the poverty percentages for each state. And just for a point of reference, Missouri's percentage is 45%, maybe a little bit difficult to see.